back to my channel and welcome to part 3 of my Christmas clean and decorate. Today we are decking out the living room. I'm going to be doing our tree, decorating our couches. We got a new ottoman that I'm excited to share with y'all. It's actually the same ottoman that I used to have and I missed it, so I reordered it. And then also, hopefully before the end of the day, I'll have my frames coming for that wall over there. And we're gonna do a little project over there, and it's also gonna include Christmas decoration. So I'm super excited about that. If you're here today, thank you so much for being here. If you're not already subscribed, I would love to have you stick around and subscribe. I make videos all year long about cleaning, homemaking, decorating, mom life, and I would love to have you. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. So let's get started. First things first, I'm just going to move everything out of this corner to put our Christmas tree there. We've put our Christmas tree in this corner for the past 2 years and we love it. Throughout this past year, I tried several different layouts in our living room and I always go back to this one. And we picked up this tree at Lowe's a couple years back. I think it was 2020. And it's lightly flocked with warm white lights. So pretty. I love it so much. It actually has several different light settings. It's got a white light and then it does some blinking stuff, and then it's also got a colored light setting. And so I'm hoping one day when we get a new tree for our living room, this one will be perfect for Oliver's bedroom because the colored lights are so fun for a kid's room. But for this year, we're going to do the warm white light setting with lots of red and white decor. And then this year, I'm mixing in lots of metallics. I love a rustic glam look. And then I'm slowly trying to transition into more of a traditional Christmas vibe in our living room especially, and out on our front porch. So like in the main living area, what most people see, I like the greens, the golds, the silver, the red. But this year we're kind of in transition. We don't have a whole lot of the green, I guess, and a whole lot of the gold, but we do have lots of red, white, and silver, and it turned out so cozy. It feels like a little Hallmark movie in our living room. Now that the hard part of putting the tree up is done, it was time to set the vibe in here. We've got our Christmas ambiance on the TV. We've got our Alexa Christmas music going. It was probably Michael Bublé. And we've got our candle going now. And this is our cute new ottoman. We've had this ottoman before, and I reordered it because I missed it so much. It's perfect for this little space. And now we are moving on to the garland for the TV. Typically, I would put the garland on top of the TV and call it a day, but this year I decided to go hard with the garland. So we are about to get busy fluffing, and then I'm also going to add in a couple more garlands to make it more full. It has these really pretty white lights, and then we're also going to add lots more to it, but these are the 2 garlands that I'm going to weave in. When it comes to decorating, especially with seasonal decor, I'm not really a trend follower or a rule follower at all. I like to just do what I like, and I love flocked garland, I love flocked trees, but I knew that this garland needed a little something more, so I worked in a couple more garlands that we just had in our Christmas totes, and they had some berries and pine cones in them, which kind of took everything a more rustic route. But I was okay with that because we have lots of rustic vibes going on in our house already. We've kind of got a mixture between the rustic and the glam. I say that all the time, but I love rustic glam. And I purchased these bells from Hobby Lobby this year. I know that the gold bells are really in right now, but we have a lot more gray in our house than like the warm gold tones. So I figured this silver would go better with our house, and I love how pretty that looked in our garland. And so to kind of spice it up, I added some red velvet ribbon, and I love the way that this garland turned out. Shop Merit's only sale of the year early. Use the code LORE20 for 20% off your order. My code is live for 24 hours.
God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior.
I love how full our garland was looking, but I knew it needed a little something more, so we're going to add to it here in just a second. But before we do that, we're going to add our stockings over here to some command hooks that we're hiding underneath this garland. I'm just adding a little jingle bell to those, and I'm also going to add a little red bow, and I love how those turned out. And now it was time to add some metallics over here. I was ready to add in some silver and gold to our garland. I love mixing silver and gold as long as the gold is a little bit more toned down, because our house is so great toned.
From God our heavenly Father, a blessed angel came, and unto certain shepherds brought tidings of the same, how that in Bethlehem was born the Son of God by name. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Fear not, then said the angel, and nothing you afraid. This day is born a Savior.
I love the way that our garland turned out this year. I was not expecting for it to turn out like that, but I played around with it for a couple hours, and I honestly love the way that it came out. It came out pretty rustic, but we're going with it. And then to add some height above the TV, I just added this little red Merry Christmas sign from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to end up changing that out for our silver one, but I may change it back to red depending on how I feel about the amount of red in the room. But as for the TV stand, I'm just going to add some flocked trees from Hobby Lobby, and I'm also going to start out by adding these white trees in the front, but I'm going to swap those out eventually for some glam reindeer toward the end of the video, because I feel like they kind of toned it down a little bit more and made it not so rustic. We're trying to do a really nice balance of rustic and glam, and then also trying to mix in traditional colors, but so far so good. I'm loving how everything turned out.
Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and far away. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born.
I always love doing the picks in the top of our tree, but this year I wanted to add in more white than red and kind of tone down all of that red. But I found a ton of really good snowy white picks at home this year. There was some frosty ones, some with like little rhinestones coming off of them. And then I'm just going to poke in a few red here and there. And then I also picked up some of those light up white picks from the Target dollar spot. And those are so fun. It almost looked like fireworks coming out of the top of our tree, but I love it.
Is born. The shepherds feared and trembled when lo above the earth rang out the angel chorus that hailed our Savior's birth. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and far away. Go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born.
Typically, I would do lots of red sparkly ribbon on our tree, but this year I wanted to tone it down a little bit by doing more white, more textures, and so that's what we're working on here. I love that white chicken wire ribbon from Michaels. It adds so much to the tree with very little effort. And we went over and switched out the sign above the TV. I added the silver one there, and I'm not totally sold on it. That one really gave our living room a more rustic look, and that's not what I was going for. But I feel like the red one was a little too loud, so I may get something else for above the TV. But I still do love the way that it ties in the height of the tree, since we don't really have very much height on that side of the living room. But headed over to the tree now, we're going to do all of the ribbon. I picked up several different textured white ribbons from Michaels, and I will try to link a lot of the stuff that I used down in my description box below. Some of it is not linkable, but I'll link as much as I can.
Tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born, that Jesus Christ is born, that Jesus Christ is born.
I always love using really large white ornaments on my flocked tree. I feel like it's so cozy, and then mix in the glam. There is nothing like it. I could really run with a neutral Christmas, but I know that it's kind of boring without color. So I always try to add in lots of red. I feel like that gives it a true Christmas vibe in here. But this year I wanted to switch things up, so I got a few more different types of glam ornaments from Joann's. And Joann's actually had a sale. You buy one, get two free, I believe. So I picked up those bronze ornaments to kind of tie in the pine cones with the garland. And then I also picked up some more glam ornaments, and I love the way that our tree turned out this year.
I will wait here by the candlelight, 'cause his love is all I need, and my love I can guarantee. So please Santa, bring back my love tonight.
As for my red ornaments, I was tucking them back in and trying to make them not so loud and proud. I wanted all of the white and silver and bronze ornaments to show out and do their thing, and then the red just be pops of color here and there, and I love the way that that turned out.
Sleigh bells ringing and my friends by my side, but it's not the same. Santa, I'm smiling, but
Okay, I love the way that everything's coming together. It's so pretty and rustic and glam all at the same time. Not at all what I envisioned. It kind of just happened, but I love it. And now we have to pick some pillows to go on the couches. And our couches are kind of small, so I don't want them like overrun by pillows, but at the same time, I want them to be really festive. So I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum up all of this flocking. We have a huge flocking mess behind the tree and all over this carpet. You can't really see it, but it's so bad. So let's get the vacuum out and then we'll decide on some pillows.
his love is all I need, and my love I can guarantee. So please Santa, bring back my love tonight. Oh, 'cause his love is all I need, and my love I can guarantee. So please Santa, bring back my love tonight.
I am on my way again. Can't believe it's been a year.
For our larger couches, I decided to go with these pillows from HomeGoods. I believe all 4 of these are from HomeGoods this year. These red sweater pillows are so cute. And then I thought those fringe ones, the little cream ones with the red stripe down the middle, were so fun. Those are actually a Euro-sized pillow, so I would typically use those on our big old bed. But I think they've added a really fun pop of Christmas over there on the couches, so we're going to leave those there for now. And we're headed over to this little end table. I'm going to add my big old white Christmas tree. I actually added that in the kitchen last week, but I replaced it with a different white Christmas tree. And we're going to put it here on the end table because it added a really good amount of height there. I'm just adding in my red cranberry Christmas candle. That smells so good. It's from HomeGoods. And then my little Christmas carolers from Hobby Lobby. I love those. They're sparkly. Oliver is obsessed with those. And here for the middle of our coffee table, I'm not sure how long this will last with Oliver running around, but I added a little mirror tray with a reindeer and a tree and then a candle on some stacked books. And then I just switched out the flocked tree for a regular one for a little more pop of color there in the middle.
Was wrapped in paper. No, I don't long for gifts to go, but I'll be home for you. Oh, I'll be home for you. And I'll be home for you.
That cream fluffy rectangle pillow actually came from HomeGoods this year too, and I love how cozy that is over there on the love seat. And I love our living room this year. It's not at all what I was expecting, like I said, but I am obsessed. It's so magical in here. Turn on a Christmas movie and it's just perfect. But let me know if y'all like it down below. By the way, that little living room wall with all of the picture frames is coming in the next 1 or 2 videos. I didn't get it quite figured out yet, but every Friday and Sunday I upload more Christmas decorating, so come back and I will see y'all very soon. Bye!